But
Hey, let me ask you guys this. Let's go back to the comment about the mediocre hip hop fans and
that's
Nigel, you
crazy.
said something about your 25-year-old son. Do you think that there is a measurement of or can you quantify who's better than who based on what? Based on lyricism, even if these kids like Jim Jones better, can't you quantifiably tell that Nas is lyrically better as an MC, as a songwriter? It's like comparing Soldier Boy to Rakim or something like that. I'm not saying Jim Jones to Nas. I'm just saying in
That's a
general.
horrible.
You can tell that Big Pun and Rakim and KRS-One are way better than some of the artists that people, just because they like them better or they're popular, doesn't make them better.
That's gonna be a little bias for me because I wanted to write like Nas. So when I started writing raps, that was my blueprint. The same way Rakim was Nas' blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my blueprint. Jim was not my blueprint to write rhymes. I was already in my MC bag by then. You know what I'm saying? But Nas raised me the same way Jim said, yo, I grew up on Nas music. Like, that is an automatic concede right there. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean fucking fall on the ground and curl up and say you can't rap and he better than me. Like what MC does that? No,
If
you're
you're a
not supposed to.
competitor, you definitely have the right to believe. Rod da Bliss, you haven't spoken in a while, bro. What's your take on this?
I want to know what the hell we're talking about here. Like, are we talking about who's favoring one over the other, or calling somebody else on their bullshit when they speak bullshit?
No, you are
You know what I'm
talking about
saying? So
your allegiance to Nas.
I'm not talking about no allegiance to nobody. I will say is this: if Jim says, and he did say this, he's more influential than Nas has ever been. Is that a lie or is that the truth? Because let's consider the facts. Let's consider the facts.
He did say that. He said
he did. Yeah, and he was like, look at Nas' Billboard entries and look at my Billboard entries. Jim Jones has two. Right, two Billboard. Exactly, two Billboard entries. Right. You know what I'm saying? One for Ball and the other one for Pop Champagne. Mm-hmm. Both of them are like, whatever. Like, my opinion aside of that, it is what it is.
Mediocre, but mediocre.
Put that with 27 of Nas's Billboard entries. Right. He lost that right there. Second, who's contributed more to the culture? Because I remember with 2 years ago, right? 50th anniversary of hip hop. Nas put together a big 50-year hip hop celebration in Yankee Stadium with legends and new artists from all, you know what I'm saying, from all areas, East, West, South, and everybody paid attention to that. Fast forward to now, where he's ahead of, he's been ahead of Mass Appeal, but now he brought out Slick Rick, the Slick Rick album. He's part of bringing out the Slick Rick album. Ghostface is about to drop, Supreme Clientele 2. Raekwon's coming out. Him and Primo, are coming out with a joint. So he did exponentially more, and this is just scratching the surface. He did more for the culture than Jim can ever have. It has nothing to do with my preference, of one over the other. It's just facts.
Let me hear this, bro. Let me say this, bro. I'm not here to debate every last statement that man made on that interview, dog. That's not what I'm here to do, dog. You know what I'm saying? He even corrected himself and said he fucked up when clearly it's a fine line between fucking with the algorithm and trying to get his point across. I appreciate the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Just to know that people of that caliber are still talking about it. They still got that dog in them. They still willing to say they number one. I appreciate that as an MC. I don't know if you're an MC or not. You know what I'm saying? But I'm an MC. I'm an MC. You know what I'm saying? And I'm 46 years old. I ain't no young dude. You know what I mean? So when I look at hip hop, I don't see it from, oh man, he's better than that. Da-da-da-da-da. I like the fact that the culture is doing what we doing right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna bash Jim. I'm not gonna bash Nas, because they both equally were the soundtrack to my shit and your shit at one point in time. And that's enough to give them that. And it's just kind of funny to me, like, we so quick to call these people trash. You know what I'm saying? When he had a whole culture trying to dress like him. Like, that's also
that's a good point. He did have a movement there to dress.
That's also called moving the culture. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to, and I'm not saying that he's compared to Nas raised me, man. Like, I'm not going to compare that to what Jim is doing. know what I'm saying? But to completely wipe out this man's history like he don't have it, I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't agree with something he did, that's cool. If you don't like his music, that's great. But you can't just act like the nigga's a shit stain in hip hop. That's crazy. I don't respect that. You know what I mean? You can pick somebody, I promise you. You can pick somebody else that's a real shit stain. You can. You understand? And the fact that he is even in the topic of discussion was long before he did this whole thing with Nas. The nigga is outside making noise. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not campaigning for either or. You know what I'm saying? But you got to respect the work of an MC at that age that's still doing it. That's hard to do. His whole class, where that whole class at? It's a whole class of super nice, almost legendary MCs in that class. You got your Fabs. It's so many nice niggas, that whole Griselda movement. RJ Payne. It's a lot of dope shit out there still. So to still be making music at this age, and we here now talking about this now, that's very successful to me, bro. That's very successful to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we're not talking about a lot of rappers that once had a summer or a dope ass album or had our attention. They gone. You know what I'm saying? So
you talk about when you're out of here.
Yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? So it's like to just act like this man did nothing because he compared himself to the GOAT is crazy. Because if I compare myself to a GOAT, I'm crazy. But in order to get there, that's what I got to do. That's what I got to do. I got to come for the top spot.
With all due respect, Jim Jones did do, he didn't do absolutely nothing, in hip hop at all. Like, nobody's saying that. It's just that he has not done half of what Nas has done. And when we're talking about, like, putting out projects, I mean, this man also put out 6 projects in 3 years recently.
His best
you know
work.
what I'm saying? The King's Disease, 1, 2, 3. Power, 1, 2, 3. I mean, not Power, but Magic, 1, 2, and 3.
The last
he won a
3
Grammy for one. He won a Grammy for the first King's Disease.
The last 3 years, Nas put out his best work in the last probably 7. Real talk.
Okay. Well, given that.
No, that's important.
It is important because what would give Jim the right to say that he's more influential than him?
I mean, I would say this.
Because for real, like, I could say that I'm more influential than Nas when it's just Kareem Ali who's been like bumping my mixtapes since fucking 07 and shit. I'd be looked at as a shit scene if I said that. If you come across that way, that's how people are gonna see you.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, I think he knew that. To me, that's where it gets to the trolling part. Like, he know exactly what he's doing. He fucking with the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, because we're talking about this shit now. You know what I'm saying? But he's actually also a specific artist for a specific demographic. My son is a part of that demographic, bro. We can't take that from him. It's a lot of 25-year-olds in the world, fam. It's a lot of them.
Guys, you got about 1 minute. Slangston, I'm gonna let you go ahead and with your finishing thoughts.
I don't think there's anything wrong with mediocre rap fans or mediocre rap music. I just think it's 2 different discussions, 2 different conversations, and one should not mix with the other. Like Nigel said, it's not a fair comparison. The issue at hand is that Jim Jones made the comparison himself. Therefore, it opens up the conversation and opens up his comments for scrutiny. And it's not a fair comparison. Some people spit ether, apparently. Other people smoke ether because it's not even close. Patrick Beverley had a great NBA career. Nobody thought Patrick Beverley would do what Patrick Beverley did. He reached the zenith of what Patrick Beverley was capable of. So did Jim Jones. Jim Jones had a very quality rap career. But when you start comparing hip-hop legends and giants, he's not in that conversation. So when he entered himself into that conversation, the scrutiny is fair. It's fair. I'm just looking at the facts. We compare albums, we compare impact, we compare rhymes, we compare cultural influence.